Deep dive. We've got a great pile of sources you sent in, all focusing on one of the biggest events in racing.
The Kentucky Derby.
Exactly. The 2025 Kentucky Derby. This is the, 151st running?
That's it. Churchill Downs, Saturday, May 3rd. You know, the greatest 2 minutes in sports.
Right. And our job today, really, is to sort of unpack the key storylines, the important bits from these sources you shared, get everyone up to speed.
Sounds good. It's always such a mix, isn't it? The horses, the people, the history.
Totally. And one angle that, immediately tops out from this material.
It has to be Jayson Werth.
Yeah.
Mm.
The former baseball star, Jayson Werth, World Series winner with the Phillies back in '08. He co-owns a horse running in the Derby.
Flying Mohawk. It's pretty cool seeing someone from another major sport jump into racing like this.
It really is. And it's not even his first go-round, is it?
No, you're right. The sources mentioned he was a co-owner of Dornoch last year.
Dornoch, right.
Oh,
Finished
oh.
10th, I think.
Yep, 10th place. So he's been through the Derby craziness before.
And it sounds like he's pretty fired up about Flying Mohawk. There's that quote.
Oh, yeah, about not being the favorite.
Uh-huh. You don't want to be the favorite. And we definitely will not be the favorite. Let's go.
Good.
You can almost hear him saying it.
Yeah, it brings that competitive edge. And the horse's name, Flying Mohawk, that's got a story too.
Right, the sire, Karakonti,
Yeah.
described as a Japanese sire.
Uh-huh. And Flying Mohawk itself, it's apparently from the Mohawk language.
Meaning flying sun burning across the sky. Something like that.
Exactly. It's quite a name.
It is. And they picked him up, Werth and his partners, Jeff Barry and Sean Kalita, at the Keeneland sale in 2023.
For $72,000.
72. Which, in the world of racehorse prospects.
Can be seen as relatively modest, yeah. Compared to some of the multi-million-dollar purchases you sometimes hear about. Maybe a bit of a bargain hunt find.
Could be. Adds to the underdog feel, maybe.
Yeah.
And the jockey is Joe Ramos.
Yeah, Joe Ramos. Making his Kentucky Derby debut.
Wow. That's huge for him.
Absolutely massive.
And Werth himself, retired from baseball in 2018, got into racing around 2021.
Looking for that competitive outlet, it sounds like.
Yeah, he apparently said winning even a smaller race gave him a thrill like winning a division title.
It's funny how racing can grab people like that, isn't it? It has that intensity.
It does. So, okay, Flying Mohawk's record, 6 starts.
6 starts, yeah. 2 wins, 2 seconds, earned just under $300,000.
Pretty solid.
Decent record, yeah. His last race was that second-place finish.
In the Jeff Ruby Stakes, right?
Uh-huh.
That was a grade 3.
Exactly. At Turfway Park back in March,
Yeah.
finished behind Final Gambit, who's also in the Derby.
So he's definitely faced some good competition. Those graded stakes, grade 3, grade 2, grade 1, they tell you something about the level.
They do. It shows he belongs, or at least has earned his shot, and the odds reflect that kind of underdog status Werth mentioned.
Right. The sources put him around, 31 to 1?
Mm-hmm.
34 to 1? Somewhere in that range.
Yeah, there's a little variation, but definitely
Yeah.
long odds, not one of the top picks.
Okay, so let's talk about those top picks then. Who are the odds makers liking?
Well, journalism seems to be the main one. Trained by Michael McCarthy.
Ah, okay. Odds are pretty short there.
Mm-hmm.
Like 72, 3-1.
Yeah, in that ballpark. He's won 3 straight races coming into this.
That's impressive form.
Definitely. And McCarthy seems pretty confident, even though he drew the number 8 post position. Some worry about getting stuck wide from there, but
But the trainer's not sweating it.
apparently not. Says the horse can handle it.
All right. And who else is getting a lot of attention? Sandman.
Sandman, yeah. Odds are maybe 92 to 6-1, sort of the second choice, it looks like.
And this is the horse with the Metallica connection.
That's the one. Named after Enter Sandman. The band even sent some merch to the stable, which is pretty cool.
That's fun. Definitely draws a different kind of interest.
For sure. A little bit of rock and roll at the Derby.
Okay. And then there's the elephant in the room, maybe. Bob Baffert.
Right. His suspension from Churchill Downs is over.
The 2-year ban stemming from the Medina Spirit situation in 2021.
Yep. So he's allowed back, and he's got a horse entered. Citizen Bull.
Citizen Bull. Odds are a bit longer, maybe 13 to 1 to 21.
Something like that. Still, Baffert's a 6-time Derby winner. His horses always get attention.
Always. Though he did have another one, Rodriguez, who had to be scratched.
Yeah, unfortunately. Bruised foot. So it's just Citizen Bull carrying the Baffert banner this year.
Gotcha. Okay, so for everyone wanting to watch the practical details,
Mm-hmm.
post time, it looks like there's a slight difference in the sources.
Yeah, one says 7:02 p.m. Eastern. Another says 6:57 p.m. Eastern.
So basically, be ready around 7 p.m. Eastern Probably best to check the official time closer to Saturday.
Good call. Things can shift slightly, and TV coverage is NBC, USA Network.
Both, yeah. NBC and USA Network. And for streaming.
Looks like Fubo is an option, possibly with a free trial, and Peacock.
Okay, so plenty of ways to tune in.
Absolutely. Shouldn't be hard to find.
And just stepping back for a second, the Derby's significance. It's the first leg, right, of the U.S. Triple Crown.
That's right. The Derby, then the Preakness, then the Belmont Stakes. A huge historical weight to it.
And it's 1875. That's just incredible longevity.
It really is. And it's become such a cultural thing, too, hasn't it?
Yeah, the fashion, the big hats.
The wind juleps.
The garland of roses for the winner. It's a whole scene.
Definitely part of the experience, beyond just the 2 minutes of the race itself.
So we've covered the favorites, Werth's horse.
Right.
Let's just run through some of the other names in the field. We mentioned Citizen Bull, Baffert's horse, Garcia riding.
Right. Then you've got Neo Equos, trained by Safi, Pratt riding. Longer odds, 47-1 down to maybe 30-1.
Okay. Final Gambit, we mentioned him beating Flying Mohawk, trained by Cox, Machado up. Odds like 14-1 to 30-1.
American Promise, trained by the legend Dwayne Lucas.
Still going strong. Juarez riding. Odds around 12-1 to 30-1.
Then a couple of international horses. Admire Daytona from Japan, Cato trains, Lemaire rides, 41 to 31 range.
In Luxor Cafe, another one. Hori trains, Morera rides. Shorter odds here, 11-1 to 15-1.
Burnham Square, trained by Wilkes, Hernandez Jr. riding, listed around 16 to 12-1.
East Avenue, Walsh training, Franco riding, 37-1 to 20-1.
Steve Asmussen has 2 in there. Publisher, with Ortiz Jr. about 29-1 to 20-1.
And Tistastic Rosario riding. Maybe 18-1 to 20-1 for him.
Then, let's see, Render Judgment, trained by McPeak, Leparoux up, 14-1 to 30-1. Coal Battle, Brayley the trainer, Vargas the jockey, 25-1 to 30-1.
We already hit Sandman, obviously, and Sovereignty, trained by Mott. Alvarado riding, pretty well regarded at 9-1 to 5-1.
Right, and rounding it out, Chunk of Gold, West Trains, Loveberry rides, 28-1 to 30-1. Owen Almighty, Lynch trainer, Castellano jockey, 39-1 to 31.
And Baeza, trained by Sheriffs, Pratt riding, around 18-1. That's quite a list.
It's a full field almost. 19 horses now, right? With the 2 scratches we met.
Yeah, Rodriguez and Grande are out, so 19 set to run.
And remember, the Derby itself is race number 12 on the day.
Oh, right. There's a whole day of racing at Churchill Downs before the main event.
Yeah, starts early, like 10 a.m. Eastern. 14 races total. It's a long, exciting day building up to the big one.
So wrapping things up, we've got the Jayson Werth angle with Flying Mohawk, the favorites like Journalism and Sandman, Baffert's return with Citizen Bull. Lots happening.
And you know how to watch it now. It's shaping up to be another fascinating Derby.
Absolutely. So maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. With all these stories, the baseball star, the favorites, Baffert, the long shots, the sheer unpredictability of it all, what potential surprise, what unexpected outcome on Saturday would you find the most interesting?
It's a great question. Because the Derby so often delivers those surprises. It's that blend of sports, history, culture, personal stories. That's what makes it special.